Welcome back to Girl Talk. We've been meeting with our guests today at the Ultimate Veritas Spa. This is on Monona Drive. Great Girl Talk episode today. We're talking beauty. We just got done talking about fashion and jewelry. We're going to be a little practical now. We got to stay practical too. And talking finances next with Sue Peck. She's the founder, president, and a CFP. She's the owner of Evolution Financial. Thanks for coming back to Girl Talk, Sue.
Thank you for having me.
And for keeping us on track. That's the goal.
Cute.
So we can buy the jewelry and get the spa services.
Right.
So we can have some fun. Let's talk about the financial planning process, because that's the whole recipe for everything that you do. When people are thinking about it, what do you think their expectations are?
So when people expect to get a financial plan, they come in, they bring all of their financial documents, they give them to me, and their expectation is that I will crunch the numbers and tell them, you can retire when you want to retire, spending this amount of money. That's the expectation. That's it.
Okay.
So how is the expectations different than the actual results?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think people don't really understand the idea of comprehensive, because people come in, they're like, when can I retire and spending how much? And I will give you that. But I'm also going to look at your insurance. I'm going to look at your investments. I'm going to look at your estate plan. I'm going to look at your whole retirement plan. I'm going to look at your tax situation. You know, I'm really going to take a look at the full picture, and I don't think people really expect to see that all of those things are interconnected when they get the plan back.
So it's like dissecting. You're going to go in and kind of look at what areas you can improve on and go from there, right?
Okay. Exactly.
Oh gosh,
exactly.
Sue, I think I would be like this the entire time, looking down like, oh God, I don't have that, no, I don't have this. Like, I have no money. Where do you think people find the most value when it comes to financial planning?
I think the place where they find the most value is actually the questions that are asked in the process. Because people, again, they expect to come in, they're going to get this plan, and they're going to say, okay, this is what I want to spend, and this is when I want to retire. Okay, why? Okay, I didn't expect that, right? Yeah. So why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do this with your life? Why is this more important than this? You know, so you start digging into, why is it you want to retire at 50? What is going on in your life that makes you want to retire at 50? You know, why don't you want to retire at 45 or 60? You know, asking these questions and kind of digging into it a little bit deeper, and I think that's where people start to find the value and actually make the plan real.
Mm-hmm. I can see how that would make them really almost embody it in a way. So we talked about what their expectations are, what they're maybe hoping to get from meeting with you and getting a financial plan done. What do you hope that they get from it?
But so my hope is I'm going to be doing a full comprehensive financial plan, and my hope is that people will then look at that and take a comprehensive look of their life and say, okay, how are all of these things interconnected? There's a podcast out there, it's called Afford Anything, and she starts it off every single time saying you can afford anything but you can't afford everything. And so what I hope people learn is that there's this balance in life of, where do I want to be spending my money? My money is my tool to buy me the things that will bring me the joy. So where do I want to be spending the money that will bring me the most joy? And what can I give up that isn't bringing me as much? So trying to find that balance.
Sure, I think those are things that we think about at this level, and you're bringing it down to some really good focus. Yeah.
I think it can be terrifying sometimes. I know that when I start looking and dissecting and going down through all my finances, I get a little bit like set back as far as mentally. So, but what do you think other people have? What issues do they have moving forward financially and otherwise?
I think a lot of it is the expectations that we put on ourselves and the expectations that life has put on us. So, you know, I meet with people and somebody comes in and they define themselves, you know, I'm a person who makes $150,000 a year, and they're very proud of that. But they're also very not happy. So, you know, I can turn that around to them and say, okay, so you're an unhappy person who makes $150,000 a year. Is that what you want from your life? Is that the expectation that you went into your life thinking, this is life? Or is there a way we can make you a happy person who makes $75,000 a year?
Sue, it sounds like you're more than a financial planner, you're a psychologist.
Right. I love it, yes,
And a life coach and so much more. Sue, thank you so much for everything you do for us. Sue Peck is the founder, president, and CFP for Evolution Financial. We're Girl Talk, and we'll be right back.